Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Game off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun, a 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall. Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and I only know it takes time. You can get it, got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate now. Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Time to run it all. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Tell 'em run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it all. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Tell 'em run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, wet. Tell 'em run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it all. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, wet. Tell 'em run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it all. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself there getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, wet. Tell 'em run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it all. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, wet. Tell 'em run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it all.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Happy Tuesday to everyone. Let me see how all systems go. Yeah, we look good. Everything's working. And yeah, let's have a look what we got going on for today. You guys know the drill. Start off with the news here. And yeah, hope everyone is well. Let's have a look. Today is going to be Tuesday. Yeah, pretty clean, man. A little bit of home sales, not too much to worry about here. And yeah, news really starts from tomorrow in terms of PMI coming out. And yeah, we're going to analyze what's going to go on. If we see positive PMI news, we could see that bounce play out on gold. If not, then we'll see what ends up happening here. But yeah, obviously nothing really we need to worry about in terms of London session here. So let's go ahead and look at the charts, right? So let's have a look at the charts. Start off on the daily time frame here for GJ. We see bearish candle closure on the daily, leaving a rejection wick. We have not crossed previous daily low. I would like to see previous daily low crossed for that continuation of sells. Would make sense to see previous daily low crossed and then sells to come in. Now, if we're looking at 4-hour time frame, we also do have a 4-hour candle now. Resolution closed below yesterday's 4-hour range that we were basically stuck at the whole day. We bounced off that. We came down early session, if you remember. We bounced back up, retested. Now we're closing this candle below. So previous daily low is this spot here. I would like to see 4-hour low and previous daily low to get the continuation. Issue is we have this support sitting right here, and that's something we need to consider. Oops, don't mean to drag that. Right, that's something we need to consider, is that support right there. So let's see what ends up happening at that support, but we are bearish bias, right? So if we bring back drawings, we can see that 4-hour support sitting right there. And yeah, this is bearish bias. Looking at 1-hour time frame, we are working on creating a support right now. Previous 1 hour did close below. No continuation just yet, as we're struggling at this zone here. And if we go mark this zone, I wonder if this zone is all together, or if the 15 is lower. Let's go see the 30 here. How does this look on the 30? Yeah, it's the same on the 30. 15 I imagine will be a little bit lower here. We'll adjust it to the 15, as that's the, yeah, it's a little bit lower here. So we're seeing this as a 1-hour support and this is a 15. So this is realistically one big range here, to be honest. Now below this it's actually, although this is choppy, I would expect with volume to fill this wick here. This wick created volume. It is choppy here, but if we look at it on 1 hour and stuff, it's not too much of an issue. So with higher time frame you could. Now the question is, how big is that little range there? Yeah, this is the only problem, is this choppiness we have. We don't really have big clean LTAs. That's 7 pips down to there. So technically you could sell back into that range. Let's have a look here. Yeah, I mean, we can consider that. We'll have a look now what price is doing at this zone here. So we're currently working on dumping back down here. Do we have any supports here? No, it's also clean to the 4-hour support. So below here there's room of 11 pips to 4-hour support. I feel like we could break this 4-hour support getting below here. 18 pips down to there. This would be an interesting complex kind of positioning here. This is quite complex. Probably below this 5-minute support, you could see that continuation down. So I would say probably sells could start to make sense below previous daily low, to be honest, especially if we get a close below, right? If we get a close below previous daily low, we could see probably continuation here and see what ends up happening towards the downside here. So yeah, especially with key level here, this 1 hour is going to be extremely important. You kind of want to see this 1 hour actually close a little bit bullish like this, and then something close below 202. That's what I would prefer at the moment. Yeah, that would be better to see something like that. We've obviously had now the easy trade was this zone right here. This is a very clean zone, right? Down to here. Right, this was a nice zone. I don't know where this 15 was drawn from. We can move it down here. So this was a nice zone. 2 LTAs here. Look at how clean it moved through. You can see. So what time did this happen? This happened at 7:15. Yeah, I'm not trading at that time, but this trade is still active right now. So that trade is still playing out, and basically hit your target here at this 15-minute support. So yeah, I guess sells below here will start to make sense. That's what I would look at. Not sure what Claudio is marking out. Always drawing random lines. So we'll see what ends up happening. Yeah, so sells probably will end up coming below here. I was proposing sell below the 30. Yeah, I don't like 202. 202, I want something closing below there. We've rejected it from yesterday, so it's going to be tough, you know. You want to have confirmation, especially with 1 hour looking weak. You know, if you had strong 1 hour, yeah, but 1 hour is looking weak. So this is what I'm looking at for GJ here. Now, buys is not going to really make sense on these type of closes. Counter trend, we need, you know, break of second structure. Where would we take? Probably back above 202,500 probably. Yeah, by the time you're looking for buys. If this ends up being one big fake out, then yeah, one big fake out makes sense to try force that. But yeah, otherwise I'm looking below 202, as you know, this was a very tough zone since yesterday. And I would want to get below that, and obviously it's our support for today. It's not enough range to sell here. This is only 7 pips or less after break of low. So let's have a look at gold here. So gold breaking down at the moment here, trying to close below this zone here. Check daily time frame here on gold. Previous daily has closed bearish here as well. Current candle has good top wick. We are respecting previous daily support here. So I think this, you know, we can start to have the resolution towards the downside. We did tap into the 83s. We were speaking about that in terms of gold coming back towards the 83s. If things want to get a little bit more aggressive here, we can see us visit into the 80s, right? 80s would be kind of max target. But what's very important, guys, is look, we're respecting this zone here, okay? And people need to notice this. Until we close below this zone on a 4-hour/daily, there's no continuation towards the downside in terms of major continuation. You know, in terms of major continuation to go down towards 80. So this is why you would need like a 4-hour candle closing below here to get back into this zone, to confirm getting back into that zone. Now obviously you could trade back into that zone and anticipate the 4-hour to close, but that's going to be important for higher time frame analysis here. So you can move this down to here. Actually, I want to put this like this. This is your previous 4-hour support here. And yeah, let's have a look at what 1 hour is saying. All of these lines we can remove here. So let's see, 1 hour time frame here. So bias is bearish, obviously. We do have a 1 hour support right here as well. So bearish bias, 30-minute coming down towards this zone, 15-minute also coming down towards this zone here. I wonder how important this is more of a watch zone. What's more important is this 4-hour support, but higher time frame, this is going to be a watch zone. I don't see it being too relevant on lower time frame. A lot of candles cross through it, no issues. So this is more for higher time frame positioning. 5-minute is rejecting from this previous support that it has here. That's why it's rejecting. It's rejecting from its support here. So yeah, 15-minute did close below this level here. I'd love to see a pullback candle and then a close below that pullback candle, or a break of that pullback candle. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bearish back-to-back candles on gold here. I would prefer to see a 30-minute, you know, some sort of pullback to allow me space to get in here would be ideal, right? That's what I'd be looking for in this scenario here. As you know, I'm not gonna just jump into this move, you know, with a 40 pip SL to try get back down 25 pips without a pullback here. That's just not, especially at this time, doesn't make sense. Now if this candle closed bullish and now we were closing below, then this is going to be perfect and I'd be interested in that. Otherwise here with this straight 1 hour push, it's not looking ideal for me to try find an entry. No 5-minute real structure here. The only structure you have is exactly where your stop loss would be, around 40 pips away. So you're not really giving yourself a chance, right? You're not giving yourself a chance. So I mean, you could go aggressive sell on this, but I do expect a pullback at some point. Depends on volume. Last time I saw gold move at this time was probably a month ago, and that did have a pullback first. So I can't say what we're gonna do from here. It's hard to know. And yeah, do we need long top wick? Not really. You don't need, but you just need some sort of a pullback to keep stops, you know. It would be preferred. I mean, this is, you did close below this level here. You could just go, and take an aggressive entry, but at any point here, remember, this thing can pull back, and when it pulls back, it's going to pull back heavy, and then it's going to continue down. So yeah, that's what we're going to see. So yeah, that's what we're going to see. So yeah, that's the plan here for both. On gold, would love to see pullback. And then we will analyze from there. I'm just seeing, like, could you have sold gold earlier? Yeah, you could have probably sold gold to the 4-hour support if in Asian or something. But yeah, let's see if we can get a little pullback here. That would be ideal. If this could now flip, would be good. So that's the plan, boys. That's the plan. You know the drill. If you guys enjoyed the analysis, make sure to leave a like on the stream. How much? 250 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up. I'll get the likes to 150. I'll put the scam likes in chat. You know the drill. And yeah, let's see what ends up happening here on the charts, and analyze based off that, right? So yeah, Claudio was saying here, if he would just buy straight above this resistance, don't agree with that, as your full bearish bias, and this is the first candle closing below the zone. So I would want to see a liquidity grab down first, then to try that. Something without closing, basically come retest and then close above here. So yeah, let's have a look. So any thoughts on this? Let's have a look. So you took a sell here. Yeah, the problem is, this is also a 4-hour. No, this is your 15-minute support, close below your 4-hour support. I think we also have a 4-hour support somewhere here. I think, yeah, we do have some form of 4-hour support here. Problem is, if you got rejection from there, you're going to be in trouble. You're going to be in trouble if you got rejection from there. But in terms of an idea, yeah, it makes sense. But remember, imagine this pulled back and stopped. So you have to always anticipate this. This is kind of like the entry that's happening right now. If we tapped here, reject, and come back here, you're going to be stopped out for this to maybe make a lower high, something like this. You see how it broke these highs? It broke these highs, but it still continued down. So if you sold here, break of low to tap 4-hour support, it would have pulled back, stopped you out with your stop loss above here to continue down. Now the problem of that is why? Because there's no structure. Here the structure, once the structure, you can see pullbacks never invalidate that high, right? So if we have one candle pulling back at least, it gives you the confidence to say, if that high is invalidated, I can lose the trade. So otherwise it makes sense in terms of direction and stuff for sure. I'm too stressed today. I don't even want to type. I have a trade on gold and I'm losing badly. I can't believe it. There's no such thing as losing badly and losing good. Every time you lose, it should be accounted for. Think of it like a business expense. When you run business, you expect yourself to be profitable, right? You expect yourself to be profitable and have a profitable day. But if that day you had to pay staff, you had to pay for equipment, then yeah, guess what? You're going to have expenses that day. So treat the loss the same. It's part of the game. If you're over risking and now praying, like you said in chat, for gold to go up, you're already in the wrong mindset, because things are pointing down and you're praying for the opposite to happen based on something that is outside of your control. What is inside of your control is your risk management, your plan and your trade. And if you get stopped out, then guess what? Nothing's happened. It just went what you didn't expect it to do. And you already accounted for that, because you should have, in the beginning of the trade, managed risk and say, hey, if I lose this trade, I'm losing XYZ. So make sure to have that mindset when you're taking a trade, because if I take a loss, the first thing I asked myself was, did I break anything in my plan? If I broke something in my plan, then I'm upset at that loss. That's gonna make me pissed. The money is the last thing that actually triggers me, because that's always been accounted for. That's the first thing that I account for, right? On gold, I have daily resistance mark. You don't have it. I think it's because it's cancelled out. Don't really get when a support is getting cancelled out. Can you explain? Do you lower time frame also cancel out higher time frame? This is your daily support. Yeah, this one would count. The problem is the wick has crossed through, but I would count. This is also the 4 hour. Only reason I didn't mark it is because lower time frame was crossing through it with no issues. Like, we've tested it already. It is important. It definitely is important. And the reason it is important is because until a 4 hour candle closes below that, we have no downside. But my point in this is that we are not reacting off it on lower time frame. So it's important on higher time frame, but lower time frame is not showing me reaction there, which means it's not important, right? Like, look, we reacted not off that right now. Why especially 4 hour? It's not 4 hour. This is 5 minute exactly reacted off it. I mean, look, if you draw it, the wick did not react off it, right? Of course, bodies, because that's where the 5 minute opened. But it's not wicking off it, right? It's wicking off this. The 5 minute is respecting this, guys. So understand, 5 minute is coming from here. These are just bottom wicks. It's not coming from this. Why do we need a 4 hour close? You either need, what comes first, the daily or the 4 hour close, right? So to confirm something closing back in the range, you need the 4 hour, because that's a 4 hour range. It's not a 5 minute range. It's not a 1 hour range though. You know? It's not a 1 hour range. So in order to confirm higher time frame, you need higher time frame. Because look, 1 hour crossed through it. 1 hour is already closing below it yesterday. That's what I mean. That's why I didn't mark it on lower time frames, because it's not important on lower time frames. Because look, nothing happened yesterday. Look how many times yesterday we crossed through it, no problems. 1, 2, butter through it. You know? So that's why in the initial analysis I didn't want to include it. Otherwise, you're just going to miss the trade in that zone. All good, guys. Do you see GJ continuing or pull back first? Both can happen. We are bearish bias, so in terms of bias, downside makes more sense. Now, in terms of market positioning, you know, this is a bouncing zone, so we could see bounces. Now, if this ends up being a liquidity grab, I'll be happy counter trending bounce. We got small pullback on gold. Yeah, we were expecting pullback at some point, right? But we need candles to close bullish to create structure, right? Just because it pulled back, what are you going to do about that? You know, what are you going to do once it just pulls back? So we want to see price develop something. This could just be a small pullback on 1 minute time frame for it to now dump and continue, but that's not going to change your entry, right? Now this, if this closes bullish like this, yeah, we're creating something of interest, right? Because now this closes bullish, next candle closing below is going to give you opportunity. Right? And then you can trade based off that. Can you confirm if GU is mixed bias? We can analyze GU here. Move some of these boxes here. Let's have a look. So daily time frame here ended up closing bullish, creating support. This is a nice little support that's being created here. If you start to breach daily high, it looks good for continuation. 4 hour time frame tried to close above but had no continuation in this wick zone here, so it's struggling in this zone here. 4 hour did not, I would say, yeah, just about close back inside of the range. So it is mixed bias here. It might want to retest lower before trying some upside or grab liquidity from down here. So yeah, I guess buys, I guess clean buys are going to be back inside of the range or from down here. I mean, if we see price do something like this, that will be your clean buys as well, based on daily, because remember, we have the whole day to play this out. But for sells on GU, you know, for counter trend, not counter trend, but I would say for the session here, potentially something below here. See how that looks on 30. Yeah, 1 hour it looks good. If you get a 1 hour closing below there, 15 is not the biggest range, that's the problem. Ideally, of course, better sells are going to be below this support here to continue down. That's also a 30-minute support. So, you know, your better sells are going to be below this 30. But depending how good of a close you get, you could look to, you know, try and maximize that. But these are better, right? Bigger range here to bring you back down to the bottom of the range. Every time we close below this zone, we have good continuation. Look at this. Closing below this zone, we also do have some form of continuation. So, yeah, quite a high volume zone. So, wouldn't be the worst as well. So yeah, we'll see how the hour candle closes here. Will be interesting to see. Let me put the scam likes in chat. And yeah. If the 4 hour candle on gold closes the bottom, what does that mean? Will it keep going down? If it closes back inside the range, yeah, higher probability to go down, right? Nothing is guaranteed in trading, right? There's no such thing as 100%. Otherwise, if there was such thing as 100%, we would risk everything on that thing that was 100% and just flip your money every single time. So realistically, the way you should be thinking about things is that, yes, it increases probabilities. Now, we could have pretty high probabilities in this game, right? We can have probabilities as high as 80%, 85, 90%. 90% not much, but you know, 70 to 80% is still nuts. You know, win 7 out of 10 trades is a very good thing. And I feel like if you look at our statistics here, you can see you win out of a lot of trades. So to be honest, see what 10 trades is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, one more trade, so include this one. So in 10 trades, lost 2, right? So yeah, 80%, right? 80% during this period. You know, so that's really good. I think YouTube has this view account bug. You know, when last time when the view account looks lower, I think their view account bug is happening for the last 2 weeks. Because if I look at the scam like votes, we already have 41 votes in 2 minutes. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe it's saying there's 288 people in here. I feel like there's more because there's 117 likes. So 117 likes, 288 people. That's like almost 50% engagement, which is more than normal. So I feel like there's a bug there. We'll see how many likes end up coming, then I can figure out how many people are in here. Right, let's see the close here on the 1 hour. So bearish 1 hour close, not much information. It's a doji. Basically open and closed where it started. 30-minute candle here is slightly closing below the zone here, and yeah, dumping here in the first 5 seconds of the candle. 15-minute closed at support here, not breaking below the support. Ideally, we wanted to see 15-minute candle closing below to get continuation of sells. Since the 1 hour is pretty weak here, we want to be careful that this is not a liquidity grab to flip and go up. which it kind of looks like it wants to do right now, yeah? So this would be tough. Even if you sold off the open here, this is where you'd have to make a decision. Do I get out break even or trust this? Because now we're just grab liquidity and rejecting, which is why if we get the 15 closing below here, don't really have to worry about that because it's giving you a confirmation of close. So you know if it's getting back in the range, it's just going to be a fake out anyways, and you'll just lose the trade on probabilities, which is the best way to do it. So hopefully this can muck about for 13 minutes would be ideal, but it's not looking likely, I'll tell you that much. I wonder what's another way. Another way is a 5-minute thunderstorm here would be our aggressive entry. A 5-minute close by itself will be a super aggressive entry here. If we expect volume to come around this time, then we can use 5-minute to our advantage here. Yeah, but without a stronger 1 hour close, if we had a stronger 1 hour close, I like it. You know? But this 1 hour close told me nothing. Right, you can see the difference between yesterday's 1 hour close. Look at yesterday's Frankfurt Open 1 hour close. Very strong 1 hour close telling you it means business. This previous 1 hour close is telling you no business here. It's basically doji. Gold pullback. It's working on it. Yes, this is good. So now same thing with GJ. Close below this zone here where we rejected. I would say you can get away. Yeah, it's same as the 5-minute now. So a close below that zone will be basically where your sells. Good 1 hour close here. 1 hour candle closing bearish. 30-minute candle of course closing bearish. A bit of structure on the 15 as well. So yeah, something closing below. I think aggressive trade would be a 5-minute close below and rely on the setup 3 on a 15-minute. This could be something we try, but ideally 15 here. If we take the 5-minute close, probably go half risk on that. But yeah, 5-minute you want closing below. So yeah, 5-minute candle close, GJ 5-minute candle close coming in here in 21 seconds. We'll see how this 5-minute candle closes here. You can see closing with rejection here, so no way I can enter this unless last 13 seconds it pushes deep below here. You know, it is possible, it is possible. Preferably I don't want to really enter on a 5. I prefer it just actually rejects so that we can enter on 15. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, we closed above here, so even if I wanted to take the aggressive entry, it's not gonna follow the rules. So yeah, we'll see a 15 here. 9 minutes for a 15. 5-minute on gold. Let's see how the 5-minute on gold close. Obviously bearish, but still respecting support. So 5-minute perfectly tap support. So you needed to reject, not reject, to get below this support, not reject this support in order to have the sells come through here. So we'll see what ends up happening with that as well. Give me a sec, I'll just go to the toilet and come back. All right, 5 minute coming down here, 2 minutes for that 5 minute to close. So we'll see if it can survive. Now we are rejecting off that daily. Look, GJ pulling back from that zone. This is why just FOMOing in is not going to be the best idea all the time. You don't have confirmation here right now. Hey Sharp, have you ever thought about trading futures account on props? For me, futures is not something that I need to look at the moment, but there's nothing wrong with futures. It's just the pairs I trade, like GJ and stuff, they're not on futures, and I don't need to distribute money into two brokers. You know what I mean? All right, so 5 minutes again closed above, so looks like we're going to be waiting for the 15-minute close here. 15-minute close here comes in the next 5-minute candle. So the job of this 5-minute candle is obviously going to be to close below, also closing the 15. Same story on GJ, same story on GJ. Four-hour support's only 5-6 pips away, so you really need volume to push through it. What's this? We'll take it on the 1 hour. Okay, I see it on 1 hour, yeah. Stops above 4 hour. Yeah, definitely a safer position in terms of stops above 4 hour. Plenty of room. Yeah, if you take it with stops like that, it's okay. What do you think of GU sells? Yeah, in terms of session trade, closing below the support, based on 1 hour, that's fine with the 1 hour stops for a higher time frame picture back down. But yeah. What should I do with my first big payout? I don't know. Do you need to pay something with it? You can use it for that, save it, invest it into your own personal account, I think is cool. You know, copy that account to your funded account, so now you have a backup of funds. I think that would be the best thing. You're reinvesting it in yourself. But again, it all depends on your goals and what you need to do. Maybe you needing a new laptop to trade better, you know. You've been needing a new laptop, then you can use that as your opportunity to buy yourself a new laptop, you know. New PC, whatever. Trading with the trend, I wait for enter high, low, and then allow it to create resistance, liquidity grab outside that range, confirm shift to structure, enter 5-15-minute close to SOS as possible. Must be on candle close open, no middle candle trading. Alright. Just want to say I really enjoy your streams. I've been trading for 5 years. Wow, with a few breaks in between, finally getting profitable stage. Well done, well done. Happy to hear you getting to a profitable stage. Look at this candle here. This is a very interesting candle here, guys. This could be counter trend option, right? This is the liquidity grab we were speaking about. Remember, we spoke about the potential liquidity grab from the lows. I just hate going against bias, of course. It's not worth it in terms of range here. You have 15 pips to the 15, 21 pips to here. Your stop loss is 34, 35 pips. See if gold can maybe close below here in 1 minute as well. Hopefully it doesn't do a last 50-second push like that. I just said it. Can you imagine when I just said it? That's nuts. Should have not even looked at gold. If I didn't look at gold, it wouldn't have pushed here, you know? I said last 50-second push and it's just done it now. Like crazy push. Look at this. In the last 50 seconds, it's pushed how much? Already 10 pips. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, it's so strange how that always happens. I don't get it. I really don't get it. This is a good deep close here. Yeah, this is very deep. I mean, if we can get a top wick back up to here, I will enter on that top wick. As now the range is now kaput for me, right? Look at this range. 10 pip range here. Stop loss is around 37 pips. We were looking at like a 24 pip stop loss. This just sucks. I can't believe I mentioned last 50-second push and it happened last 50 seconds. Unbelievable. Yeah, if I was in this trade, this is your break-even spot. This one here. There's no way to get in. I guess you could just get in break of this low, but again, this pushed way past where our entry was. Our entry was up here, and this just closed deep. Last 50 seconds, like you can't fake that. Last 50 seconds. 50 seconds changes us from getting in and not getting in. You know? Wait, why aren't you selling gold? Close last 50 seconds at my target. I missed out on a total of 12 pips on the last, you know, that's half your trade. Literally, if you sell from there, check this out. That's 25 pips. Your stop loss was 23 pips. That's it. Your trade was done. Right now you're back at break even because it tapped the break even zone. So this is where it becomes tough. Where will your entry be? I'll put it on the screen, man. You'll see it on the screen. You'll see the plan. Make sure you're listening, right? Make sure you're listening to the plan, listening to what the entry rules are. You have to be following along. Yeah, GJ did close above. This is full counter trend. It's not worth the range, right? Look at the range here. There's 16 pips to here. I rather we retest that and sell back down. You know? Even on 1 hour, how big is the range on 1 hour? Do we have bigger range? Yeah, on 1 hour we do have range till 22, so still 22 pip range. It's full negative risk to reward. So unless you want to push it counter trend, negative risk to reward, I don't know. But probably with the way the market's been, it's probably just going to push past how much you could have imagined, right? You'll see it probably up here. 45 pips. Yeah, 32 pip stop loss. Maybe we can get thunders or something, then we can reduce stop loss and not have to run such a big, but there's really no earlier stop loss I can run than 32 pips because there's nothing even on 5. Yeah, it's tough to run. 30 minute is still closed bearish here. 11 minutes for this 30-minute close. And look, 4-hour candle. Remember the 4-hour candle closed below the range here. Right, we closed below the range. This could just be a top wick of the 4-hour to flip. You can be selling the 4-hour in the next 30 minutes. Right, next 30 minutes we could be selling. Following bias, right? Remember, bias has 90% accuracy. Yeah, this is painful. Actually, no, it's at the same spot. I thought it was all the way through the screen. I don't understand it, Harry. Was that not a setup 3? I got it immediately after I saw the pullback candle close. Setup 3, normally, ideally, you want a shorter wick. And the idea was this candle was closing in 40 seconds, right? So in 40 seconds, you wait for the close, right? Because that's your confirmation. Is the nipple wick enough to enter the trade on gold? That's not a nipple wick. That would, oh, you mean the bottom nipple wick? Yeah, that's fine. That's considered a wick. Even the top wick is fine there. It's just the deep close. Now your problem is risk to reward. I would have been personally break even. I would have gone break even at this zone, and this 1 minute candle would have tapped me. The whole idea was to try trade to this zone. Remember, to trade to this zone is already your full trade. Your 22 pips, 23 pips up. Your stop loss here was around 24, 25 pips max. So look, you're already at your 1-to-1 here chilling. And you can see this, how it's struggling at this zone, which is why you want to be securing around this zone. You know? Now it can push through. It can push through. Bro, this is literally a story of my life right now. Counter trended on the 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour would give you a lot more confirmation. But that's 38 minutes away, right? So it's a while. It will probably play out before then, I would expect. If not, if this ends up faking out, then yeah, you have... This would be nasty for people counter trending. This is why I like to stick to bias, because if a fake out's going to happen, it will happen here on this structure. So two things we can do: wait for 5-minute structure to prove this is not going to be a fake out and then try counter trend it, or just let it fake out here. GU, yeah, we can see how GU closed here. So yeah, GU closed right next to the support here. 15-minute close bearish at the support. 30-minute as well, still not closed. I think 30-minute close will give you some great information here. Closing below or not. If I were taking GU, I would be taking partials at the moment. Where would your stop loss be? It doesn't make sense to take partial. I mean, yes, this is a support for sure. But if you're running the big stop loss, then it doesn't make sense here, right? Because your entry, let's say at minimum, is break of this 1 hour low. So let's say you took it break of this 1 hour low. Stop loss minimum here is around 8 to 11 pips, I would say. 11 pips probably better here. It's only a difference of 2 pips, but you know, right now you were up max 6.7. So let you get your 1-to-1 like 8 or 10 pips, then consider closing partials there, you know, or full. Have you noticed that on S5 many times it's faking out at 5-minute resistance? On which pair? Doesn't happen too much on GJ. Depends on, remember also this is, GJ is counter trend, right? So it would be normal for this to fake out. If this ends up being fake out, yeah, it's fine, because look at this 4-hour close. This is a strong 4-hour close below the range. Look at this without any drawings. Does this look, us in chat, does this look more bearish or bullish, guys? Does this look like you should buy the crap out of it right now? So you trying to buy down here, yeah, it can bounce. It makes sense to retest, right? That's what we've been doing. Retesting. But you're not, the likelihood, it's impossible to say that this will be a full reversal, right? It's unlikely that this is going to be a full-on reversal. And if it is, then, you know, guess what? You were able to call a bottom right now. But we haven't reached any daily support yet or something, you know, most likely bottoms are going to be called at daily supports and stuff. Only thing that can make big reversals is news. No, price action can, but it has to make sense in price action, right? So what do we need for this to start the reversal is first a 4-hour candle closing bullish. The minute a 4-hour candle closing bullish, change the session bias to mix, you have a confirmed support, you can start looking for buys in that session, right? Please look at gold. What about gold? I would assume it's rejecting still that support. Yeah, that's why we didn't want to sell that, right? It's still rejecting that, so. Harry, is setup 1 even valid even if it pushed already for 3 candles? Does it depend on market situation? Yeah, size of those candles, market situation. Look, after this scenario where we had 5 candles push, I wanted this pullback before continuation of sells. Hey Allison, what's up with gold? For counter trend, do you wait for range 2 breakouts or 1 break of structure? And not range 2, I just want to see structure fail twice. So I need to see price maker, let's say I'm looking, price is bullish, I'm looking for sells, I need to see price change structure twice. Just so I don't get what? Just so I don't get the fake out. So 30-minute candle here is closing. 30-minute candle looks good, right? That's a good candle close here to get back inside of the range. 5-minute has formed a little bit of structure here. Now we can start to potentially look at counter trend with this structure here. I don't like how there's a lot of clean candles here. I've seen this a lot of time fail when you have this type of quick move up, struggle at the top, next candle does some business, and then boom, you end up getting retraced. Discount code? No need, I'll be getting it for the group anyways. $30-minute close coming here on gold. Right, rejecting that. So we can have a second chance to sell. It's not over just yet, as we still have range. So again, if this same setup forms here, go again. And this time we have a 29 pip range, so we should be good, right? Now this is actually closing below right now. Yeah, it's interesting. I wonder if this is going to be worth aggressive sell. Yeah, 5-minute SL is 18-20 pips. No top wick yet though. No top wick, right? Open, no top wick. So 30-minute open as well. Yeah, there's a good top wick. That's a great top wick. Yeah, possibly we could scalp this. Could be worth a scalp. We have the range. $21 pips. It's not bad. LTA, this is your LTA right now. Little watch zone right here, but otherwise this is your LTA. It has been crossed through by a wick. 54 pip stop loss? No, 20 something. Be about 20 pips. 20 pip stop loss. It's a scalp, remember, right? So you're not looking, you're looking for it to actually just get going. Whole reason behind it is this 5-minute structure that was formed here. Now this top wick, if this starts breaking highs and stuff, then yeah, we just need to wait here. We need to wait, but this is, can you see why the importance of waiting for top wick? If you just entered that, you're straight already at SL. Like this is a time where you guys can see why waiting for top wick is important. Because otherwise, this candle would have just triggered you in, boom, and now you're in heavy drawdown. Yeah, potentially on this flip, guys. I'm looking here. Potentially on this flip. Could we take scalp on 5-minute? Yeah. This 5-minute looks like it will close bullish though, right? 1 minute 55. High chance. So what we'd want to see is we'd want to see, okay, where does it close bullish? Does it start breaking highs? Because then it's going to change the trade idea. Right? I'm interested in the flip, but if we start breaking highs, then your stop loss is going to be changed to that high. But now if we start closing weaker like this, it starts to look a lot better. Yeah, guys, break of this low here, I'm going to go half risk. Break of this low. Have a little thunderstorm forming as well. Even if it breaks before, I'll still go in. Even before the close. That's how it's been recently. Stop loss above these highs. Don't mention it, 50 seconds. If we break these highs up here, I will cancel my order, as it will be a different trade then. Right, because now it will be breaking 50-minute highs, so stop loss will be different. We probably want a 5-minute closing bearish to keep stop above that. How many years it took you to become profitable? 1.5. All right, it's breaking these highs here, so I'm gonna wait for more price action here. 3 minutes for this close. 15-minute will also be closing in 8 minutes here, so yeah, I'm not taking that. It's a different trade. Stop loss starts to become big now. So look at GJ fake out happening, right? This is what we were discussing. Now if GJ starts breaking the highs here, then it gets really interesting. Because now we filled that range. Remember I was talking about that 1 minute range? Look, we filled this range here. So if we can start rejecting now and getting towards the upside, I can start to be re-interested in buys now as counter trend, because this has given me the retest I wanted. So breaking 30-minute high now after such a pullback starts to make a lot more sense. Because why would price come all the way down here to retest for the gazillionth time, then break the highs and still fail? But if you enter before that happens, it can happen, right? But it's bearish trend. It is. This would be as a bounce play, because based on where we bounced yesterday. But we waited for all the confirmation, so it makes a lot more sense. We waited for 30-minute change of structure, 15 has changed structure, and we're waiting for the retest, which we had now got. This is what this candle's doing. So if this is going to reflip and break the highs, looks like we don't want to go down for the day. Looks like we want to go up for the day. But if this continues staying bearish here, then yeah, original plan for sales is still going to be on the cards. This will just be a liquidity grab. We can close below here and then entertain selling again. That's how to work. 6 minutes for this, right? Geo came out in clutch. How did we do on GU? Damn, yeah, GU is pushing beautifully here down from the 1 hour position here. So we've done the full retest on GJ now. That's the full retest done. YouTube is very late? What do you mean YouTube is very late? Delay in stream? Yeah, that's why we have Zoom calls during stream, right? To avoid the delay, but it's not that bad. It's 3 seconds. Right, it's 3 seconds. But yeah, that's why I host the Zoom calls during stream. So we have zero latency and delay. See what's happening with gold here? Wow. Bigger boy retracement here on gold. Yeah, this can give us setup 2 as well. Setup 2 opportunity can be a question. Cannot be out the question here as well. Yeah, especially with this range it's building now. We're full bearish bias on gold, right? Yeah. I mean, I'm watching you and Tradingview said 15 more seconds for new candle. I got new candle. Fast forward your stream, man. Your stream is just rewinded a bit. Just click the dragger and drag it to the nearest time. You get 3 second, 4 second max. Hi, I'm honest. I was your student, and since I started ICT concept and after 12 months of hard work, you seriously have no idea how the market moves. Your trades are 10, 15, 20 pips are funny. Thank you for your feedback, and maybe it doesn't work for you, but it has been working for me for multiple years. This is why I come on live stream and I'm happy to share it, and that's fine, man. If it doesn't work for you, then you don't have to trade the way I trade. I respect all traders, and you know, not every strategy is going to work for everyone, right? But at the end of the day, it works for me and I'm happy with it, and it's worked for a lot of others, and that's it, man. You know, so maybe to you it makes no sense and you don't agree with it, but you're entitled to your opinion, right? It won't affect my trading. ICT himself says this is the way to go. 5 handles per day, not more, every day, and not every day is possible. What he means by 5 handles? What's wrong with 20 pips a day? I'm not sure, man, not sure. 5 handles is the average move in indices, like 15 pips. Oh. 20 pips a day keeps the 9 to 5 away. Yeah, profitability keeps the 9 to 5 away. That's it. Are you still gonna give GJ a counter trend shot? Seems like possibility to consolidate. Yeah, I think it's a shot for sure. Let's see how this 15-minute closes. It's closing nice rejection. 30-minute is still open. So if this starts to flip and break the high, I think we have opportunity here. Yeah, I will give this a shot. I will give this a shot now that we're closing like this. Yeah, break of this high. Stop loss below 202-ish. Basically the 15-minute low. 30 pip stop actually. Wow. Yeah, 30 pip stop still pretty big, boy. But I don't know what this stop. Can I put a small stop? Because that's the 15-minute rejection, right? I can manage below this 5-minute support though. So maybe I put max stop. So max stop, maybe 1% risk is 30 pips. But realistically, my stop is around 20 pips. Because if we start breaking that, I'm just going to cut it. And look to get 20 pips out of that. Because we have 20 pip range max. So we have to keep that in mind. There's no bottom wick on this 15. So I'm going to wait for the bottom wick on the 15, obviously. As this could just break the high and then flip to make its bottom wick. Yeah, let's keep an eye on this. We have to keep an eye on this to make sure that we're taking something that makes sense, not running a massive stop loss to get nothing. Do you think gold could become a counter trend trade also? Above very, yeah, if we change like structure how we have on GJ. Got nipple on broker? Let me double check my broker here. We have nipple on broker can help us, right? Yeah, I have the smallest nipple, the coldest nipple of them all on the broker as well. Yeah, IC has the coldest nipple. I mean, we still have time till it breaks these highs up here. I don't trust it. GU, UJ, EU are bearish. Yeah, it's not an easy counter trend position, man. You know. What's UJ saying? UJ is doing the same thing, man. UJ is doing the same thing. But you see, it's doing the same retracement here. But GJ is bearish as well. It would be counter trend. UJ is doing the same counter trend setup right now. Don't listen to Claudio. Last time we didn't enter because of him. Yeah, tap this resistance anyway, so hopefully we can flip, make a deeper bottom wick, gonna give us more confirmation. We saw yesterday massive reaction from this zone, huh? This was an amazing push yesterday. If we can replicate this today, it would be very nice. 1 hour close will be extremely important in 10 minutes as well. Is your trade before London session opening? Yeah, that happens. London session became boring and hard to trade. No, it hasn't. It's been pretty okay. Can you explain why small nipple is good compared to no nipple? No wick is just no wick, right? So it's closing at a resistance. When there's no wick, it can make, but the whole action, think of it reverse psychology, right? So what did it do? It opened, went down before going up. Even if it's a nipple, yeah, we prefer bigger bottom wicks, but a nipple will allow you the excuse to say, hey, there is a wick. It's not like price did not go down first. You know? Why do I hesitate entering trades? Most likely a confidence issue. You know, it's most likely a confidence issue. I'm thinking if I can explain this in a good way. And use a prop. You guys seem to like when I use props to make a reel. Let's see. I think, yeah, think about it like this. So the reason you'd be hesitating trades, yeah. So think about it like this. Let's use this piece of paper here. Right, think about it like this. This is your trade idea here, right? This piece of paper right here is your trade idea. And it looks clean, right? Do you notice anything wrong? When you look at this piece of paper, everything looks clean. And let's say your trade idea was to enter buys above this high. And that's your plan. And your plan is on this piece of paper, okay? Now, if I do this to the piece of paper, right? And I just do this. Now, when I show you this piece of paper, what do you notice? What do you notice now in this piece of paper, right? You notice the hole in the middle, but you forget everything around the outside. This is only a small part compared to the full piece of paper, right? It's only a very small part, okay? So what ends up happening is that you hesitate because you focus on the small part and forget about the big picture that, hey, your trade actually does make sense. It does make sense on a big picture, and you overcomplicate it by concentrating on the small things, causing you to hesitate on a trade. That's realistically what happens, right? It's the psychology. That's how psychology works. You know? All right, we're trying to pop up here. 8 minutes till close. Just doesn't want to go down, right? Still worth the shot? Yeah, I think it is, man. I just want to see what it does when it breaks this high. If it starts to break this high and it starts moving nicely without rejecting, then yeah, probably break of high. We could give it a shot here. It is counter trend, less probabilities, but we're just failing to go down here. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. Not full risk, but not half, just above. Breaking this high, guys. So breaking this high, we'll give it a shot here. Stop loss gonna be below the 15, but that's like my max stop loss if just a FU candle comes. If not, then what I'll be looking for is I'll be looking for to manage the trade on something. This is counter trend, so you know, I would be a little bit careful here with counter trend. You know, that's not always the highest probability, but we have a lot of things showing us that price doesn't want to go down. So if we're going to try play on that, this would be our best opportunity to try play on that. There's a resistance to the left. If you look left, yeah, this is the exact thing I just explained, right? Exact thing I just explained. So if a nipple is on a red candle, it's a sell or a buy. No, nipple just refers to the wick. That's what a nipple refers to. It refers to the wick. Doesn't signify anything. It's just we want wicks when we enter candles, right? We want top wick, we want bottom wick. So a nipple wick is just a very small wick. Below 15 candle? Yeah, below 202. But that's my max. I'm gonna be out of this trade before. So realistically, my stop is around 20 pips. But if we get one quick liquidity candle, then, you know, I'll be looking at that. Where's the SL? Where do you think? I repeated that 3 times, guys, in chat. This is what I mean. People keep asking me, oh, why don't I just copy your stream? If you're not going to listen, then how are you going to be able to follow along with the trades here? Right? SL is below 15. Alright, same question I get. Why should I join your exclusive group if I can just watch stream? Well, stream is 2 hours. Exclusive group is 12. You get New York. We talk about trades all day there. It's a complete different story. So yeah, look how important breaking high is as well here. Keeps you safe. See gold as a second entry opportunity. Okay, but I'm watching GJ on my phone here. Yeah, not yet, not yet. I'd wait for 1 hour ATP. What's ATP, man? This guy come in here, all this bullshit he speaks. Formula, ATP. You want to be careful, man. Markets these days, the last few days has been pushing last 1 minute of the candle close, man. Last 1 minute we've been seeing this happen. You know? So if the trade setup is still valid on the 30 and we have the confirmation, I don't want to wait for 1 hour and then last 2 minutes it pushes 7-8 pips and then your trade is gone again. You know? I mean, I wouldn't mind it just chilling here until the 1 hour close for sure. This would be ideal. But if it's not gonna happen, then yeah. Hopefully it can. I mean, at this point, we need a 15-minute closing above resistance. Just not to get caught in possible 1 hour bottom wick. Yeah, that is definitely true. I mean, if there's like 30 seconds remaining, then yeah, for sure. You actually want to see this close thunder. Wouldn't be bad. I hope it doesn't break in this next 1 minute, because this will just make our life so much easier on 1 hour open. I also prefer going in on 1 hour open. Come on, DJ, chill for just 46 seconds. Right there. "30 seconds, I'm waiting for 1 hour. 30 seconds, I'm waiting for 1 hour, guys. Nah, 30 seconds, I'm waiting. If it pushes in 30 seconds, I don't care missing it. But if it triggers in the last 20 seconds and you go straight in drawdown, sucks. 1 minute, fine. We have a whole 1 minute candle. 20 seconds, 17 seconds? No, I'm not doing it. Now also we can have, you know, stop loss somewhere here. All right, bottom wick forming here. We'll be entering same break of high now. Same zone. But now we have the confirmation of the close above on 15 as well. Bottom wick here as well. So let's see if we can break this high. All right, I got triggered on that as we broke this high. Stop loss going to be below here for 24 pips. Yeah. Basically below that 5-minute structure there. So yeah, let's see what happens here. 1 hour close bullish here as well. Bottom wick made. We have room to manage, so I'm not too worried. Something breaking this can manage. Break even spot somewhere up here. So yeah. It's gonna be my trade. I can see Harry is nervous. I wouldn't say nervous, no. If nervous, then I wouldn't have entered. Amazing trade. It's not over yet, guys. Just relax. Did you go half? No, I wouldn't consider this half, no. How long am I trading? Like, how long have I been trading for? Over 4 years. This is the 5-minute close. Let's see the 5-minute. Yeah, 5 minutes good, but just no pullbacks, right? No pullbacks on 5, so we can expect a pullback at some point here. See how this 5-minute closed here? So yeah, 5-minute did close bullish here. This could just be the bottom wick, the pullback that we need on a 5-minute. We'll see what ends up happening. Give me a sec, I'll just go to toilet. If it taps this point here, I'm gonna move BE as well. So let me just take intermission during the trade. Hopefully nothing crazy happens. Back in action. See what happened. Bit of a rejection here, but this could be 5-minute pullback. We have this topper range to respect. If we lose that, only then we can talk about management, but for now, nothing we can do. A lot of people here saying you're gonna lose this. If I do, then that's fine. Long term, I know I'm okay, you know? If this ends up being a losing trade, it's a losing trade. What can I do about it? Yeah, I'm just following my plan, so it's a win for me, this. Because I know if I do this more often than not, I'm gonna be okay. That's kind of my mindset behind this trade right now. Five-minute needs to break highs here. I don't like when 5-minute closes weak bullish like this. Either let it close thunderstorm or close strong bullish. That's what you want. That or the other. Mental, if you want, you can be. I'll probably be more break-even / mental at this resistance up there. Question mark? What's the question mark for? FU candle, nightmares? Oh, hope not. Did we have top wick on this 5-minute? Yeah, we have a top wick on the 5-minute. We still don't have structure, guys, so you have to imagine this can create structure. Like, it might have to pull back first here. Where's the London Open volume? I think it's cooking. So slow? No, guys, you can't have that mindset, right? Just let price do what it wants to do, right? Not everything is supposed to be fast. Imagine you're in a swing trade. You're gonna complain it's so slow. You can be holding drawdown for 5 days. So don't think like that, you know. Harry, why are you forcing a trade? Why don't you place SLTP most logical idea levels where it provides you to where your idea is right or wrong? Yeah, I do that, right? SL was placed logically. I can even put SL higher now. I have space to manage, so. TP is placed in a 1-to-1 for now, but we'll look at what it does at 22500, as those are major levels. $15-minute candle close here in 1 minute 21 seconds. We want to see it close basically where it is right now. This will be the most ideal scenario. Agree, one-to-one is not a trade. All right, then don't take it. It's if it doesn't suit your style, then there's nothing you have to do about it, right? Focus on you. I'm focusing on what I do. All right, let's see what 5 minutes is saying here. Yeah, 5 minute closing bearish here with a rejection. We'll see if it can close back above the range here in 12 seconds or what. See what this chart is saying. LTA is rejected hard. Yeah, that's why that's a hard BE zone, Claudio. You can see here BE point written on the screen. 15 minute closing weak, bullish here. Not the best close on a 15. Not the best close on a 15 if I have to say so myself. So yeah, this normally, unless we start breaking highs, it's normally not the best close. What I will do is I will adjust my stop loss to these lows here. Right, that's what I will do for now, is adjust my stop loss to these lows to manage the trade. Because we shouldn't need to break those lows if we want to continue. Now I will give it room to retest that support. Right? But that's about it. Thinking if it's worth to adjust my stop loss now. This is a bit of an FU candle on 5 minute. Yeah, I'm gonna keep original SL, guys. Original SL. There's no structure here, actually. There's no structure. So original SL I'm gonna keep here. Risk is already managed even if I hit original SL. There's no reason to do that. To be honest, this trade has no reason to go up after tapping. Yeah, possibly, but I was looking a little bit higher for my break even. It was around 2 pips from my break even spot there. Right? I can't go break even early as there's nothing really there on 4 hour as well. 1 hour as well, there's nothing really there until that spot. That spot is literally the spot where it is break even. At entry, depending on how we format entry, I might close half at entry, so keep that in mind. If we retest this structure, right, I don't want to get some of this BS like this. So I could use that as an opportunity to manage half. I don't feel like I need to get out of this position completely though, right? Right. If this reflips back towards my entry, I'm going to close some, right? Hopefully it can re-break its high here. So if this reflips back towards my entry, I'll probably let this 1 minute candle close. I have my finger on the trigger to close half if it comes back, as this can reject based on this 1 minute close here. Alright, I kind of missed my opportunity. Hopefully I get opportunity next candle. Don't want to be closing at a loss. Yeah, I kind of missed my opportunity on that one. Let's see if I can get back up. Yeah, I got unlucky trying to explain it. But I'll just wait now, I guess. Structure is still bullish though. It's a waiting game, I guess. Lol, yeah, it is a little bit funny. But again, risk is managed, right? Even if full SL, risk is managed. I have nothing to panic about. I'm just trying to minimize as much as possible, right? That's always a good habit to do. The retest? Yeah. See if we can get not an FU candle. If a FU candle comes in here on this 5, then this is going to be the end of it. Let's see what 1 minute structure we have down here. Yeah, we have this zone here to protect. 1 minute FU candle coming through. I had chance to get up break even, huh? You saw how I missed my chance, right? You had to be super fast. I really hope we can survive in this trade 7 minutes so we can make a decision, right? I don't want FU candle to come in the next 7 minutes because that's going to be extremely annoying. It will just hit SL and okay, end of story. But I really want to see if we can get this candle closing above the support. If we can get this candle closing above the support, it will be cool. Five minute has no top wick. Yeah, my broker as well, no top wick. Rejecting from this. Yeah, I didn't tap the bottom of it. Alright, I blew my account. That's unlucky, man. I think you need to, you know, risk management is a big part of trading, man. Risk management is a big part of trading. And you have to account for risk every trade you take because you don't know what the probabilities are, right? So yeah, it would be nice to survive 4 minutes here before getting stopped out to see where this 15-minute candle closes, right? It would be nice to survive 4 minutes just to see. But there's a lot of momentum here towards the downside. I don't know if we can survive. If it came back to entry, I would watch it at entry, man. Doesn't look likely at the moment. We're creating a lot of bearish structure. 1 minute time frame's in a bit of a downtrend, right? So it needs to get out of this downtrend. We need to see a change of structure. Look at the size of the bullish candles are small, weak. Bearish candles are heavy, strong. So whenever I see this formation, I kind of have to accept more than likely it's going to be full SL here, right? But I really was hoping we can survive just for the 15-minute candle, right? Just so I can see, can I manage the trade, right? Just can I see, can I manage the trade? Oh, I'm getting close to SL here. Might tap me out. Can we survive? Reject right now. Right now. Okay, we're rejecting. Okay. Oof. Maybe. Maybe there's a chance. I see the vision, guys. I see the vision. I see the vision. 2 minutes. Can we survive and close above on the 15? Let's do it, GJ. Come on. Stop loss I put on broker 062. So it's literally 62. It'll be different on this, but yeah, it was super close, man. Respected 30 support. Yeah, man, super close. This next one I probably get stopped. Bro, changing SL? I didn't change SL. This was original. Actually, original SL was when I drew it here for like that. I told you 062. I account for spread, right? Spread is around 1 pip. So if stop loss is here, I put 1 pip spread. I mean, still, guys, still looks likely that this is going to hit SL. This is a very bad 15-minute close. Like, I'm not expecting me not to hit SL, but there's a vision. There's a vision. And we will see if the vision comes through. If there's no vision, then I lose the trade, guys. End of the day. Alright, with spread, I got stopped on this move down here. This move actually did stop me out here. So even if this rejects here, I've actually been stopped here perfectly. So yeah, that's me out on this trade. So I got stopped out here on this trade. Didn't hit my break-even zone. Didn't hit my break-even zone. Did tap this wick though. Maybe could have considered this wick as something. Yeah. But yeah, this would spread. This one got me. This next one got me. Tony's still in. Yeah, I got out on this one. And yeah, so I'm out of this trade. Could have maybe done a break even, but who knows. Damn, bro. Literally survived that. Nah, spread got me on the second one. Spread got me on the second one. Must have jumped a little bit past the pip. What is my spread? Not a pip, but I put a pip spread, but my spread is around, yeah, 0.9. Yeah, that's why it's high. 0.9, 1, yeah, that's normally, I was at like 0.5, something like that. So yeah, that's what's happened. Yeah, unlucky for me. I don't know if I can manage that differently, you know. FU candles always make it hard to manage. 5-minute structure was bullish, higher low, higher high. You close it any earlier, this could have been a reversal. We know we're counter trend, but we didn't tap any zone here. I'm trying to find any zone we tapped. 4-hour time frame, no zone tapped. 1-hour time frame, no zone tapped. 30-minute time frame, no zone tapped. 15-minute time frame, no zone tapped. The wick tapped, yes. Maybe I could have gone aggressive break even here at the wick, but hey, what are we playing with? Maybe 1-minute zone was tapped, guys. That's why we lost. No, not even 1-minute zone tapped. Just the wick. Just the wick. Yeah, just this wick, and that was the end of it. But hey, you can't notice every single wick. Minute I saw 15-minute weak close, I felt like I've seen it too many times, this position, and it just closed above entry. Yeah, I know, but I was just hoping that we could at least, remember it opened 15-minute dump, right? We didn't really get a chance. We didn't really get a chance. We got this 1-minute FU, right? Then we came back to entry. At entry, I was trying to close, but I was fiddling around explaining it. Right? I was not going to close full, though. I was not going to close full. My 2-spread pad did not give me much chance of B. That's what I mean, right? It's like very tough here. You know, your entry is somewhere, you know, with spread. If you entered break, you're maybe up here. Maybe you're just tapping it. You know? That not 15-minute setup 5? Yeah, I mean, we could call it 15-minute setup 5, 1 hour setup 2. It's counter trend though, this is the problem. Put a note of that, that's more important. Your confidence is taking a beating? Not really, man. This is just one loss, you know. We accepted the risk of counter trend, guys. We accepted the risk of counter trend, and this is just how it's gonna be. You know, What we learned, if you counter bias, be aggressive with BE, but where are you gonna go BE, you know? Remember the 15-minute candle open dump below our entry, right? 15-minute candle dump below our entry. Where are you gonna go BE? But what is there to go BE with? Today no haters? Oh, they all left. They were there. They were there. I can't survive. You suck. But at the end of the day, stop loss hit, laughing. It's normal, right? You just lose a percentage. Approximately BE level? I mean, it's hard, man. You only can say that now, right? It's really hard. For me, counter trend is gonna have its nuances here, you know. It's really hard to just say that, hey, if you went B perfectly there. I mean, for me, if you went B right there, then you're going P too quickly, right? You're chickening out on the trade because there's no reason. Look how many times we tried to go down, we failed to go down. Yes, this is even an aggressive BE point up here, right? But this makes total sense for BE where this circle is. Look at how many times we tapped this. This is a very good BE point that makes total sense. Because imagine this created another high low and just did a replication of this here. You know? Like there's gonna be probabilities to this. What's going on with GU? Yeah, GU retested back into that zone as well on our pullback here. Just see that gold was also a counter trend option. Yeah, but this more than likely you be break even here. So this you would have been tap break even. This is the type of so this has a valid reason to go break even, right? Because look, you closed above this resistance, you tapped into this zone, this could have started dumping again, right? Down 80 quid before breakfast. Great start to the day. It is a wonderful start to the day, and it's a feeling you'll have to get used to because the next day you can be up 80 quid before breakfast, right? That's the mindset you have to have. I know it seems shitty, like taking a loss seems shitty, but you have to realize this is part of trading and long term it will be totally fine. I've not been doing this in front of you guys for one time. This is not the first time I've come on stream. You guys can see over time you end up being okay, but there will be days where it losses. It seems like it's all bad, but it's accounted for. That 80 quid was accounted for, right? We accounted for that, and if that's gonna happen, then you can't let it ruin your day because this is trading. If you can't handle that, then maybe don't become a trader or learn to control emotions a bit, because realistically this is how the game works. Haters won't be speaking when you drive cars you never be able to touch. They will, right? Because they want to hate on what car you drive and say that you're a scam. So you just have to realize that, you know, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. You just focus on you. Don't explain people about loss trading is win or lose. Anyone who can't deal with it should go back to 9 to 5. No, I'm not explaining. I'm trying to change his mindset to say, yeah, it feels like crap. No one wants to lose, but you have to get used to it. Why don't you just ban haters? We do ban hate comments, but I mean, someone writing down 80 quid before breakfast is not really hate. It's just him not happy with what happened to him, you know, when it was in his control. So I don't think it's a hate comment. Like, I don't see that negative. But trade makes sense because we had good grab of liquidity and closed above resistance. Yeah, we did grab liquidity. We then retested twice and it did give us a push, but we were looking for 2 pips more before moving to break even. You know? The whole thing that threw me off is that there was no pullback, so I didn't mind about having another pullback. Does market positioning now take your original plan for sells? Yeah, but that would have been thrown out the window because we tapped 4-hour support right now. This is overall just becoming a tough zone for GJ. Bouncing between 4-hour support, bouncing up here. Yesterday we did the same thing, freaking flew. Look at the push yesterday. 123 pips from that zone. The same zone we're sitting at. Do I ever apply layering? I don't like layering. If you manage risk in layering, yeah, it's fine, but I don't like it to do myself. Can you check gold for me? Yeah, we looked at gold. This was a potential option, but high chance you would have been break even on this trade as you have your resistance here. At the moment now, if this 4-hour can close bullish here, potentially in 1 hour, it could flip. You will have a mixed bias for New York and can be looking for buys to pass through this resistance at 2400. If not, especially if this starts failing and you close below the daily support, this is gonna go and dump. Right, you can get the continuation of sells below these lows and more. Damn, I was hoping for a close below here, so we can rip sells. Do you reckon the graph? No, graph has no power. I'm telling you, bias is 90% win rate on bias. But for the session, who knows? For the day, for sure, you can get bias 90%. But if it happens in the session, everything was pointing up. I took 1% loss and I'm not mad because I don't like to take trades against the trend, and I didn't, that's the only regret. Yeah, me too, man. I barely take counter trend trades. I think I should have just been a nit on this trade, you know, where I just completely, anything coming back to entry, just get out of it. You know, should have been an absolute nit, but I think I was just very confident in the liquidity grabs and didn't want to get out too early. I don't like getting out too early. I want to be paid, you know, and especially the 15-minute close. Remember, the 30-minute was still open at that time. So 15-minute can just, we had no 5-minute structure. If you look at 1 minute, 1 minute structure was good. This FU candle came though. So that's what broke 1 minute structure. If you look at how price action was forming on lower time frames, it was forming very, very bullish structure here on 1 minute time frame, right? Look at this. And then this candle comes and breaks, but this is too late to manage anything. Like, we're already down here 10, like this candle already gave 11 pip push towards the upside. Like we were up 8 pips but gave 11 pip push towards the downside. So what are you going to do? Just get scared because you see one candle? This could just be a quick liquidity grab. So how am I supposed to manage the trade there? I can't, because 15 open dumped below my entry. If I close now, I'm just closing emotionally because I see one red candle. That's something you don't want to do in the market, is like emotionally close because you see one red candle. Doesn't mean anything, but that initially broke our structure. Now this chance here, the retest chance, yeah, I was supposed to close some there, but I was not fast enough. I was diddling around explaining to close half and I was not fast enough. And then of course it just continued here and we just had heavy downside movement here. Look at this, you know. So that was about it, what's happened to that. Overall, nasty day in terms of price action. Take out the lows, take out the highs, just come back. I stopped trading because I kept losing. What do you expect when us retail traders go against the banks and hedge funds with the best technology in the world? Yeah, it's completely different, right? We are not going against them. I'm trading with them because they're just dictating direction. Remember, a lot of people, it seems bad that it's one loss today. I know everyone is like, oh my God, it's one loss. I know 50% of stream has dropped out because of it. But remember, to the guys who are still here, understand it's part of the game. Like, you know, I trade with sensible stop loss, sensible TP. You're gonna hit losses. Like, relax. Doesn't matter. Show up later. Right? Give me an entry now, I'll take it. I want to sell, but I'm too unsure. Yeah, we didn't close anything below the 4-hour support, right? So you'd be selling on FOMO plan. Now, if this 15 closed below the support, makes sense. Needs a pullback for sells. Yeah. As you can see, it's just been heavy volume, you know. Look, everyone who FOMO sell at the lows in trouble now. 60 pip move like nothing, bro. Doesn't even give us juice for a 10 pip move to our break-even spot. Heavy dump. Bro, we became the liquidity. In this scenario, yeah, but also whoever sold early here became the liquidity. Whoever sold that candle became the liquidity. So it wasn't really, right? Because we were just following the first liquidity that was taken, right? This was taking liquidity from the downside to continue up. Like I did tell you guys beginning of the trade it is counter trend, but there was nothing that was signaling we're going down, so we have to give it a shot. Our job is to take risk. If you don't want to trade counter trend, you just don't take the trade. But then we will get same complaints, right? Then you're gonna complain, damn, we don't take trades. Like, you have to give it a shot. Like, why not? It makes sense, right? Give it a shot. Your risk is managed. If you can't afford to give it a shot, wait for safer options. But I'm sure you're going to have FOMO and FOMO into worse options than that. At least this followed a plan, which is what you need to consider in your mind. I'm telling you, my bias works, you know, my bias works. Probably just based on this, never take a counter trend bias again. But this, like, even though there's a way to trade it, probably never again. Like, even if it plays out, unless we're at like major daily supports, because this was not break of second, this was break of third structure. We had break of first structure here, break of second structure here, break of third structure. High low, high low, high low. Is this a good short setup? If you close below the 4 hour, yes, it would be. New York, we can consider GJ. Yeah, it will have probabilities for sure. For sure, you can consider GJ, consider gold. New York is your next session. Now, it depends what it does for the rest of London, though. Hey Harry, what's the main difference between S3 and Thunderstorm? Thunderstorm's only on the 5 minute. My question is, why here? Why there? $378. What is $378? It's not like it's even a previous 4 hour from something back here, you know? It's literally the wick, just the wick. Other pairs didn't matter, bro. GU retraced the whole move down this morning when that move was happening. It was strong pound. It retraced your whole move was happened in one candle. It was very strong pound. EU EU is different, right? EU is not correlated with EU and GU, yes, but GJ different, right? UJ, fine. What was UJ doing? Also retracing that whole move. Now this resistance here on UJ is the exact resistance that I wanted. Analyze the hell out of it. I just retested the range. It didn't retest the range. That was our break-even spot. That was the point, Mr. Claudio. Look at your GU close is a completely different scenario. Look at the 1 hour on GU. It's a completely different option here. This is 1 hour closing bearish, not respecting any supports in the middle of the range. You have mixed bias on GU. 4 hours closing back in the range. 1 hour setup 5 down. This GJ scenario, different. 1 hour closing bullish. Oops. It is a retracement, bro. Why Bank of Japan need more time on yesterday's news? Is that what they said? I think market, yeah, that's why we're seeing Japanese yen strength come in, yeah, because of the potential rate increases. Yeah, unlucky for me on this one. I'll just never trade counter trend. I rather probably take people say you don't take trades than try something a little bit. But my job here is to take risk. You know, yeah, bias is strong. You're right. Yeah, you know, market is very daily bias makes sense. Yeah, my daily bias is strong. That's why I invented and used it with previous daily and previous 4 hour. it's unlucky we get such a heavy dump, you know, without giving us our break-even target. Trade was looking good, everything was bullish, one candle came in. That's it. It's always the every loss we take in is one FU candle. Every loss. I don't know the last time I lost without an FU1 candle. So it's how it is. For me, it's part of the game. I'm used to it. It's just frustrating to see such a move after, of course, right? You could imagine. Anyways, guys, I don't see anything at the moment. I'll just have to accept this for the session and see what ends up happening. But I appreciate everyone showing up to stream. Thank you to those who don't hate. It's definitely useful stuff. I know everyone else has left, so it's part of the game. Feels shitty, guys, but you have to realize that it will happen. There's many times we win. If you've been watching the stream at least more than 3 months, you know that, right? You know that. And yeah, that's how it is, right? And if people don't appreciate that, then there's no point of me trading live, right? What's the point of me trading live if you know, if I have to feel bad about me following my plan, right? That's you know, that sucks. So yeah, I appreciate everyone. Keep your head up. I'm looking for next trades and I'll see what I end up catching here. For me, this is just one loss, doesn't dictate anything. So I'll be keeping a close eye on what other options I have here. And yeah, hopefully I'll catch you guys tomorrow. If you want to show up, you know, you're more than welcome to. And we'll see if we can catch something in London here. We do have some news, so it will be interesting, right? Keep that in mind. Oops, wrong website. This website here. We do have some news tomorrow, so it will be interesting to see what happens. Actually, it's at 12:30. No, we're fine, London. London, oh, we have all this BS, 11:15, 11:30, 12. Yeah, a lot of Euro news tomorrow, so we'll see what ends up happening with that. And yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you very, very soon. Peace. See you guys.